In 2013, F-Stoppers teamed up with Mike Kelly to produce Where Art Meets Architecture, the ultimate tutorial on all things real estate and architectural photography. This video ended up being our most successful photography tutorial that we have ever created. We're teaming up with Mike again to produce Where Art Meets Architecture 2, and in this tutorial, it's all about luxury properties and advanced Photoshop techniques. This is the behind-the-scenes series of the creation of this new tutorial. And if you'd like to learn more about Where Art Meets Architecture 2, head over to fstoppers.com/store. All right, we are 1 day away. We are heading to Los Angeles tomorrow at what time?
8:45.
I hate you. And you are currently packing everything up. We're going through everything to make sure that we haven't forgotten anything.
I'm so not a morning person.
They're here over an hour early, or do they even have checking open at this time?
I am hoping to catch my flight this time and not be left behind. Is that too much to ask? I told him that we had way too much stuff packed. And he's like, no, let's just bring it. Should we bring one of those? Let's bring 2 or 3 of them. And now we can't even carry all our bags.
That means the price goes up another.
Oh my gosh.
This is something like technology. You need to upgrade to our speed. We be that Blu-ray. Yeah.
So the car David got is basically a large car. It's not even an SUV. I don't know how we're gonna fit this in there.
To upgrade to our speed. We be that Blu-ray. Yeah, DVDs.
It might be a little tight. Thought this car was gonna be a little bit
just
bigger.
a little tight, huh?
Cause I stepped my game up from Monopoly. Guess who? Get a clue. What's that new by the Oracle Future?
There is no room. Everything is packed so perfectly right now. It's never going to be this well packed again. So we're going back to budget. I think we should get a car like that right there, a minivan.
Now I'm more like a G1, unlimited access.
So we have now paid more money for the ugliest car I've ever seen in my life. Let's load up, Patrick. Get your lazy ass up. Our first stop in Los Angeles.
Has to be. In-N-Out. Has to be.
I like In-N-Out fine, but I also like McDonald's fine. And
Yeah,
people are like, what? McDonald's is gross.
I think In-N-Out's a little overrated, but it's good. It's fine.
Yeah, it tastes
Five
good.
Guys is good too.
Five Guys is on a different level.
Have fun, safe sex. It's the risk to have nanochips implanted in the.
What do you think?
This particular burger tastes exactly like a Wendy's. Like a Big Dave's. Which is good. But maybe they just don't have Wendy's out here. So they go for this.
I love everything about California except the traffic. Have we hit 10 miles? 10 miles per hour. The first person that we met with was Adam Otke. He's one of the longest running writers that we've had for fstoppers.com, and for this trip, he's going to be assisting Mike. What's up, man?
How's it going?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Yeah. And then we finally met up with the man himself, Mike Kelly. Hello. What's up, man?
How's it going?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
I have to get a quick video of this. I just want to show the thickness of these two laptops here. This is thinner than the entire screen. Lift that up. Look at that.
Where did you get this fossil?
This is new. This laptop is new.
That's new?
I mean, it's probably like 1 or 2 years old.
This is the newest MacBook.
We all sat down together and tried to plan for the first day of shooting, and then later that night we went out for a stereotypical LA pretentious meal.
are all packed up, first day of shooting. Nothing says professional photo shoot like the soccer mom's car.
First day of filming, how well is Mike Kelly going to do on camera compared to the first tutorial?
Well, the first time he had never taught anything.
So just by being able to know and master bounced lights, just one or two of them on your camera, one off camera, it'll go so far to creating.
And now he's done workshops around the world, and he's spoken for a lot more people. So I'm hoping he has his crap together.
We'll see. Here's the man himself. We're taking bets on how good you're going to be on camera today.
I would place that bet at 4-to-1 odds.
That you're going to be great on camera?
Great on camera, so get your money in now.
All right.
Mike was much better on camera, but he wasn't perfect.
Hey guys, we are here in Venice, California and getting ready for the first shot of this architectural photography tutorial. We've chosen this house to really emphasize the interesting compositional opportunities and education. I don't know, that's bullshit. Here we go. All right, so using my 17mm just to see everything here, I'm going to try to frame this shot up. We'll get intimate with the bush here again. That was just awful entendre, wasn't it?
You know all the YouTubers are going to want to know, what gimbal do you have?
All right, so I just bought this one off Amazon and I have never used it before. This is the Smooth C, and that's all I know about it. So far, it's really nice, and what I love about this one over the other one that we were using, it has this joystick on it. Boom. So now we're good, and then watch, I can get smooth moves with the joystick.
It's pretty crazy that the iPhone now has become a production tool that will actually be used in the tutorial.
We could get to this to the point where it creates shallow depth of field, we don't even need real cameras anymore.
Mike is a Canon user, but we decided to introduce him to the Nikon product line.
Is it a fast camera or is it like...
This is the sports one.
This is the fastest camera.
I can put it on like high-speed mode. Is this like a paparazzi camera? We're like a paparazzi chase.
This is exactly a paparazzi camera.
Is that Lee Morris?
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh, it's Lee Morris!
Oh my gosh, no! Lee.
All right, Mike, first lesson's out of the way.
Doing pretty good so far.
You feel good?
I think it's going better than last year. What do you think?
Well, there's no doubt about that.
Not last year, it was like 4 years ago, wasn't it? If I shot a one-point perspective from straight on, I wouldn't be able to get all of the detached bar. If I had shot from over there, I would also miss the bar. If I shot from over there, I'd also miss. If I shot from over there, if I shot from over here, if I shot from over there, now I'm laughing.
But if I shoot over here?
If I shoot from over here, if I shot from over there, I would also miss the bar. If I shot from over there, I'd also miss. If I shot from over there, if I shoot from over here, if I shot from over there.
This is the Kessler pocket jib, and we used this for the first time with Elia when we went to Iceland, I guess. And this is the coolest jib I have ever used. It breaks down so small, and then this thing just opens up and becomes a pretty large crane. For counterweights, we don't travel with counterweights anymore. We just use another camera, and the camera itself will sit up here.
Because we're using a 24mm lens, we're picking up some of these cabinets on the left-hand side. But I'm using a 24mm tilt shift. So what I can do is I can actually use the shift function and change the field of view while keeping the perspective that I love exactly the same. I'm going to put my camera into video mode right now and show you how I'm going to shift to the right to solve my problems. So on the left-hand side of this frame, you can see these cabinets actually intruding right into the picture. And like I said, I love the perspective. I love everything about this shot except for that annoying cabinet. So rather than crop, I'm just going to use the shift function of this lens, and I'm going to roll it slightly to the right and open that up. And the benefit here is that we get to see some of these cabinets and woodwork on the right. So we've gone from this, which is straight ahead with no shift applied, slightly over to the right, which opens up the right-hand side of that frame and gets rid of the cabinet on the left.
David, what are you doing?
Gotta get some time lapse.
Is that the setup?
For the next lesson, we moved upstairs to the bathroom.
So let's take a look at the three sort of finished images that we have. We have this one with the bounce light. Looks really flat to me, kind of washed out, too bright. We've got our natural ambient only picture, which I think is pretty nice, but honestly, I think there needs to be more mood in it. So what we did, we put a light outside. This is personally my favorite of the three. We've got nice crisp light coming in. It's modern, it's edgy, and there's the most shadow in that. And a lot of photographers might not be comfortable with these dark shadows, but you have to remember, shadow is what creates depth. It's what creates texture, and it's what guides the eye through the frame.
For the final shot of the day, we stepped outside to shoot a twilight of the exterior.
I'm gonna go almost inside and pretend that I am the lights in the house, and I am casting this warm glow out into the lawn, right? Just adding some texture, some detail, big soft circles of light with this hot light, pretending that we are the interior lights lighting the exterior. I also like this hot light because it's so warm, it matches the color temperature of the interior perfectly. You could also use a flash, and in that case you'd have to gel it with a full cut of CTO to match the interior lights. So while the exposure is perfect, what I'm gonna do is, again, I'm just gonna bracket. I'm gonna go one stop up and one stop down from my perfect exposure. So if I was at 2 seconds, I'm gonna get a 1 second exposure, so it's a little underexposed, then a 4 second exposure to get a bit overexposed. And the reason I'll get those is just in case, right? So if something's too dark or too bright, when I go into Photoshop, I can tweak it using those extra exposures.
This lesson really shows what Mike is known for. And in this tutorial, Mike gives away all of his files, and you can follow along with him in Photoshop to create these awesome finished photographs.
That's our finished image. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's very simple when all things are considered. We did a really quick sky replacement and only painted in 2 layers of light, and then just a couple adjustment layers, and I think it looks awesome.
Stay tuned for next week's episode when we head to Venice Beach, California to shoot a $10 million house.